what are your favorite guitars? Like, what's your number one? What's your number two? What's your number three? I thought I would start the discussion by putting my top five up here as a point of discussion. And I'd love to hear what you think about my top five, as well as what do you like? And do you see a trend? Like, oh my God, if you like those, you'll probably love this one. Like, tell me if you have ideas for me for something I want to try. So, I just got back from a cruise. I run Dearly Guitarded, and then a website that I go on cruises periodically to cover cruise stuff. When I got back, I hadn't touched a guitar in a week. So it was really interesting to me to come in the studio and pick things up and see what felt great and what was like, this doesn't feel as good as I thought it did. And the one that absolutely blew me away was the Gibson SG Standard. This is my Silverburst. It's an oddball. There's a really neat story behind this one. There's a reason it doesn't have a truss rod cover and a couple other oddball things about it, because it was not born in the normal way a Gibson is born. It is a Gibson. It was made in the Gibson factory, but it has a bizarre history. I'll do a video on that at some point, but it just feels almost perfect. So I played that for a while, and I picked up a couple of the Les Pauls and was like, man, they feel pretty good. But that SG really just feels right. And then the Mira, the PRS Mira core, this is one of the USA models. Before they stopped making the core and started where they only make the S2s or the SEs, which I believe is the current state, this is one of those original, I think it's a 2008, and it just feels right. The only reason I think this feels slightly better than the SG is the balance and how deep the neck is set in it. I think if that SG were moved back just slightly, it would feel like the Mira, and I'd be like, oh my God, this is perfect. So this is still my number one, the PRS Core Mira. My number two is, and it is usually, but sometimes a Les Paul will beat it, the Gibson SG Standard is my number two. Right now for the number three, I'm kind of leaning towards this Franken Gibson that we see here. It used to be a robot guitar, you know, with the robot tuners, and it was completely de-roboted and stripped to a husk. Everything on it is new and different. It just sounds good. It plays good. I love those lace sensor pickups. But my very first Gibson Les Paul was a gold top that I never should have traded away, and I have this gold top now, and it feels and plays. Everything about it's great. You may notice I don't have any Stratocasters represented here, just one. This is a G&L S500, and it's a tribute, an Indonesian model, but it is the best Strat I have played. This Franken Strat here, this parts caster, I've got lots of videos on this, is a pretty close second, and I attribute part of that to the lace sensor pickups. They are absolutely amazing, but unfortunately, you may be able to see a little bit of a gap there in the neck joint. I am having an issue where whoever built it, I think, stripped out some of the screw holes in the neck, and I'm going to have to glue some dowels in and re-drill because the neck keeps coming loose. That's a shame because it sounds good and it plays good. That's my top five with a mention of the six. I could talk about everything up here, and you know, we could go over to the other racks and talk about some of the other guitars that are hiding out back here or up on the wall or whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, number one, number two, three, oh, I'm torn. I'm going to say four, S500, and five on the gold top. But I'll tell you, every day, these kind of, everything but the Mira shuffles, okay? The Mira has consistently been my number one for probably 6 months. Everything else can swap positions. That's where we are today. What's your favorite guitar? Why? What do you not see here that I need to look at? Thanks. Really appreciate you. Please subscribe and check out our Guitar Deals group on Facebook. The link's in the bio.